The world did not see it coming. A whisper turned into a storm. A glance transformed into a wave, and two names, already etched in global history, suddenly collided again in a way that sent shockwaves through the music, fashion, and cultural industries. Kim Taehyung, better known as V, and Park Jimin, two of the most magnetic figures in BTS, found themselves at the center of an unexpected media frenzy in early September 2025. It began not with a press release, not with a stage performance, but with something far more subtle, far more human. A photograph of Taehyung, holding not a champagne flute but a full roll of kimbap at an art gala, began circulating online. What seemed like a small, humorous moment quickly turned viral. And in parallel, Jimin appeared at a private gathering in Seoul with a striking change. His iconic blonde hair returned, reigniting speculation of a new era for BTS. What was happening? Coincidence or carefully orchestrated storytelling? To understand the power of this moment, one must step back and see the bigger picture. These are not just celebrities. V and Jimin are not merely artists with millions of fans. They are living, breathing case studies of global branding, individuals who have turned authenticity, vulnerability, and artistry into assets that rival multinational corporations. Their every move is dissected not only for entertainment, but also for signals of cultural direction. And when those signals align, the effect is explosive. The kimbap incident became a viral sensation not because of the food itself, but because of what it represented: Taehyung's refusal to conform to the expected script of luxury appearances. Where others clink glasses of wine, he held tradition in his hand. That simple gesture spoke louder than an entire press conference. It became a reminder that authenticity is still the ultimate currency in an age where audiences are fatigued by curated perfection. Meanwhile, Jimin's hair transformation, just a shade, just a color, triggered a tidal wave of speculation. Fans linked it instantly to previous eras, to comebacks that shook the industry, and to the potential rebirth of something even greater. One strand of hair, one subtle choice, and the conversation shifted across continents. This is where the true lesson begins. Great brands, whether they are artists, companies, or movements, understand that growth is not only about what is said directly. It is also about the whispers, the unspoken, the spaces where imagination fills the gaps. When Jimin walked into that party, he didn't need to announce a comeback. When Taehyung carried kimbap, he didn't need to craft a marketing campaign. The world did the work for them. That is the power of cultural resonance. But then came the twist, the kind of tension that fuels headlines. Rumors swirled around Jimin's personal life, amplified by TikTok clips and whispers of a connection with actress Song Da-eun. Suddenly, the narrative tilted. Would the focus shift away from artistry toward controversy? For many celebrities, this is where cracks begin to show. But here lies the brilliance of BTS and their ecosystem. Crisis management has become part of their brand discipline. Big Hit Music swiftly released a statement, calm, clear, and respectful, closing the rumor without aggression, but with a tone that reminded fans of boundaries. In the world of branding, this was not damage control. This was strategic positioning, a subtle reminder that respect and privacy are also part of the value system, and yet curiosity lingers. What if these seemingly disconnected events, Taehyung's playful art night appearance, Jimin's transformation, the resurfacing of personal rumors, were puzzle pieces of something larger? Could they be signals of a new creative wave? Could the world be standing on the edge of another BTS renaissance? This is the part where speculation becomes fuel. Because while answers may not be clear, the mystery itself is what keeps the audience leaning in, waiting, watching. Pause for a moment. Imagine yourself as part of the global boardroom where branding decisions are made. What would you learn from this story? That timing is everything. That even the smallest act can spark a narrative. That managing mystery is as powerful as providing clarity. And most importantly, that loyalty is built not just on music or fashion, but on trust, relatability, and the ability to inspire. Taehyung and Jimin are not playing a short game. They are cultivating legacies. As the story unfolded across September, one thing became clear: the world does not consume BTS as mere entertainers anymore. They are cultural architects. They have the power to reset norms, redefine visuals, and redirect conversations. For fans, this is exhilarating. For businesses, it is instructive. And for those seeking inspiration, it is a living reminder that growth does not come from chasing trends, it comes from creating them. Now here's where the real curiosity lies. What happens next? What will Jimin's new look signify in the weeks ahead? Is Taehyung's playful authenticity a signal of the themes he will explore in his future projects? Could these moments be rehearsals for a collective return, a grand stage that unites BTS once more? The truth is, no one knows. And that's exactly why the world keeps watching. The suspense is not a flaw. It is the design.as the curtain falls on this chapter of September 2025. One lesson rings clear. Stories move the world. The stories we tell through gestures, through appearances, through responses to rumors, even through something as small as a strand of hair or a piece of food, these are the stories that define value. They are the difference between noise and narrative, between attention and impact. And Taehyung and Jimin, whether intentionally or not, have once again proven their mastery of that craft. So the call to you, the listener, the dreamer, the leader, is this. How will you shape your own story? How will you turn whispers into waves, setbacks into positioning, simple acts into movements? Because in the end, the power that drives V and Jimin is not reserved for the famous. It is the power of understanding human connection, of daring to be both extraordinary and deeply authentic. That is the blueprint. That is the premium lesson hidden behind the headlines. And now the stage is set. The spotlight is waiting. The next act is about to unfold, and the world will once again lean in. Will you? The world did not expect it. A quiet gesture from Taehyung and a single appearance by Jimin suddenly spiraled into a global frenzy. At an art gala, Taehyung carried not champagne, but a full roll of kimbap, a playful act that went viral for its authenticity. Days later, Jimin stunned fans by returning to his signature blonde hair, instantly sparking talk of a BTS comeback. Yet, whispers of his rumored connection with actress Song Da-eun complicated the narrative, forcing BIGHIT to step in with a calm statement, clear enough to stop speculation, respectful enough to protect trust. What looks like gossip is actually a masterclass in branding. How small choices, timed well, can create stories that move cultures. The mystery now is not what happened, but what's next. Could this be the spark of a new BTS era? The stage is set, the world is watching, and the lesson is clear. Authenticity is still the greatest power in the global spotlight.